Welcome to ATB Media, where we discuss the latest trends and compare tech devices and general home appliances. Today's video will compare the MacBook Air to the Dell XPS 13. So, whether it is price, performance, or overall use, we've got you covered. For more information on the products, make sure you check the links below. To stay up to date with our future videos, please hit that bell button. So, without any further ado, let's start the video with a short description of both products. Apple MacBook Air Laptop. This Apple laptop has a battery life. With up to 18 hours of battery life, you can go further than ever before. Powerful performance, take on everything from professional quality editing to action-packed gaming with ease. The Apple M1 chip with an 8-core CPU delivers up to 3.5x faster performance than the previous generation, while using way less power. Super fast memory, 8GB of unified memory makes your entire system speedy and responsive. That way, it can support tasks like memory hogging, multi-tab browsing, and opening huge graphic files quickly and easily. And also has a stunning display. Check out the Dell XPS 13. It has an Intel Core i5-1135G7 processor with an 8MB cache, a clock speed of up to 4.2 GHz, and 8GB of DDR4 RAM. A fingerprint reader and a backlit keyboard. It has two Thunderbolt 4 ports with power delivery and DisplayPort 1, one USB 3.2 Gen 2 Type-C port, and one headset, headphone, and microphone combo port. Now let's see which product is best. With a short comparison. Design-wise, they're very similar in terms of weight. 2.8 pounds for the MacBook Air compared to 2.6 for the Dell XPS 13. The 13 is also smaller. It has a smaller form factor, so the actual thickness of the laptop is thinner. It's just an easier laptop to carry. In terms of ports, they're very much the same as Thunderbolt 3 USB Type-C ports. Both of them are on the left-hand side of the MacBook Air compared to having one on opposite sides of the Dell XPS 13. The displays on both of these laptops are good, but there are some key differences. First and foremost, the 13.3-inch display on the MacBook Air versus 13.4 on the Dell XPS 13. Another thing to note is the bezel size. The MacBook Air looks like it has significantly chunkier bezels compared to the Dell XPS 13. They're not huge, but they're noticeable sitting beside the Windows laptop. The other thing to note is that you do get more pixel density with the MacBook Air. This is a QHD display compared to Full HD on the Dell XPS 13. However, you do have to use a glossy glass display, which will give you more reflections in the air. Advantages of Apple MacBook Air over Dell XPS 13. The MacBook Pro has a lot of bass and mids, whereas the XPS lacks in that area now as far as loudness. The speakers on the MacBook Air are better than on the XPS 13. They have deeper bass, and the audio just sounds clearer. If you're running Cinebench on both laptops, plug in the Dell to get full performance, but on the Mac, you get full performance even when you're unplugged. So after benchmarking these two devices, you will see it's going to 43 degrees at some points on the keyboard. If you compare this to the Mac is a lot cooler. If we measure the temperature, it's got 42 degrees on the bottom of the XPS, and even up to 43.9 degrees. If you compare this to the Mac, the hottest part is about 37 degrees. So the Cinebench single-core scores are 1431 for the XPS and 1491 for the M1 Mac, indicating that the single-core scores are quite similar. However, the multi-core score was 4,770 compared to 7,200, so the multi-core performance on the MacBook Air is a lot higher. Advantages of Dell XPS 13 over Apple MacBook Air. The advantage of the Dell XPS 13 is that you do get a micro SD card slot, which is fantastic for expandable storage. The Dell is available with Intel 11th Gen CPUs and runs Windows, which is quite good and does not drain the battery, so in this case, the Dell is better than the MacBook. In terms of weight, Dell is quite good. It has 2.6 pounds as compared to MacBook. Dell is easy to carry as compared to the Apple MacBook. If I talk about my experience, I would like to tell you guys that if you want to buy a laptop, you must go with the Apple MacBook. No doubt, Dell is very good in performance, but the MacBook is much better than Dell. Alright, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions about the products, don't hesitate to leave a comment down below. Make sure you check the links in the description to find the best deals, and don't forget to subscribe.